Scarecrow. All living things need to eat.
I don't eat. Does that mean I'm not alive?
Oh, no, Scarecrow. You're the liveliest friend I've ever had.
Well, thank you. Just for that, you can have as much hay out of me as you like.
Oh, well, that's a very kind offer, but I don't eat hay.
Oh, well, perhaps it's just as well. There's a little Motherfield mouse this time in. I don't think she'd like to be disturbed.
Oh, look, Scarecrow. Apples.
Apples? What is apples?
In the trees.
You mean those little red birds hanging upside down by one leg?
Oh, they're not birds. They're something you eat, and they're delicious.
Ah!
Ouch! What do you think you're doing?
Well, we've been walking a long ways, and I was hungry. Did you say something?
She was hungry.
She was hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I'm not in Kansas.
Come along, Dorothy. You don't want any of those apples. Yuck.
Are you hinting our apples aren't what they ought to be?
No, I just don't think she wants any with little green worms.
Worms? Did he just say we had worms?
That's what it sounded like to me.
I'll show you how to get them apples. Yeah, you got worms, caterpillars, and probably a whole bunch of wood lice, too.
How dare you? Let's give it to him, girls.
Oh.
Take that, Baselander.
Look out, Dorothy.
I've suddenly twigged.
So have I.
I think it's time we got out.
Why, it's a man.
That axe for ages.
Oh, goodness, how did you ever get like this?
Well, when I was flesh and blood like you, I fell in love with a Munchkin maiden whose mother hated me. So to stop me from marrying her daughter, she hired the Wicked Witch to put an evil spell on my axe. When I tried to chop down a tree, it chopped off my leg instead.
Oh, that's terrible.
You chopped your leg off?
But by good fortune, I knew a wonderful tinsmith who gave me a new leg, almost as good as the old one. And back to work I went, and you know what happened?
Oh, something terrible, I bet.
I swung my axe, and dang me if it didn't chop off the other leg.
You should have got a new axe.
I guess you're right. I got me a new leg instead. And back to work I went.
You sure were persistent.
This time I chopped off both my arms.
Oh, my. Oh, poor thing.
Tinsmith gave me a new head and body, and I got caught in a terrible rainstorm and rusted solid.
Just wasn't your day, was it? Oh.
I've been here ever since.
Well, you're perfect now.
Perfect. Ooh, my neck. Ooh, perfect. Bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead, bang on it.
Beautiful. What an echo.
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No
heart?
No heart. All hollow and without a heart. How could I ever love my Munchkin maiden? I used to carve her name on every tree.
You could say that again. The Tin Man rattling his chains to a straw man sad and weary-eyed.
Oh, the smith gave me tin ribs, but forgot to put a heart inside.
Then he banged his hollow chest and cried.
When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kinda human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me a balcony above, a voice sings low. I hear a beat.
How sweet.
Just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I would stay young and chipper, and I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart. I may be presuming that I could be kind of human, I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows.
You could stay young and chipper.
And you'd lock it with a zipper.
If
If you only had a heart.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Are you all right?
I guess I'm just a little bit rusty.
Well, then perhaps you could ask the tinsmith for a new heart.
Tinsmith went out of business a long time, honey. Ran out of tin.
Oh, well, then maybe you could come with us to the Emerald City and ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart.
Yeah.
Well, suppose he doesn't give me one when we get there.
Oh, but he will. He must. We've come such a long way already.
You call that long? Why, you've only just begun!
You're the one that put a spell on my axe.
Well, it certainly chopped you down to size, didn't it?
Whoa.
And now you're helping the young lady along, are you, my fine gentleman? Well, stay away from her! Who are you, Tin Man? I'll use as a beehive. And you, Scarecrow? Maybe I'll stuff a mattress with you.
I ain't afraid of you.
That just proves you don't have a brain. Allow me to educate you. Here, Scarecrow, wanna play ball?
Oh, no!
Help! 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 Out of the agony! Ah, cruel world!
There, Scarecrow, helping that girl reach the Emerald City could be your last burning ambition.
I still ain't afraid of her. I'll see you get to the wizard now, whether I get a brain or not. Make a mattress out of me. Huh?
I'll see you reach the whether I get a heart or not. Let her try to make a beehive out of me. Bah!
Oh, you're the best friends I've ever had. And it's funny, but I feel as if I've known you all the time. But I couldn't have, could I?
I'll see how. You were there whenever I was stuffed, were you?
I was resting over here for quite a while.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We know each other now, don't we?
That's right.
We do.
To Oz?
To us.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a wizard, if ever there was, there was. If ever, oh, ever, a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is loved because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
They're branching out into the wild forest.
I wouldn't be seen dead in that wild forest.
If I grew there, I'd be petrified.
It's snowing.
Unusual weather we're having, ain't it?
Give me the old can, he's rusted.
Oh, I don't have the oil can.
Fellas, I just realized that I'm sitting on it.
Ha ho ho ho, and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away with the ho ho ho, ha ha ha, in the merry old land of Oz.
Oh, it's
Why,
everything.
the wizard? Well, yes, of course. But first, let me take you to a place where we can tidy up a bit.
Okay. That certain air of savoir-faire in the merry old land of Oz. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho! Ho! That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz.
We get up at 12 and start to work at 1.
Take it out for lunch and then at 2 we're done. Jolly good fun. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, ho 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 ho. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. That's how we laugh the day away with the ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. In the merry old land, merry old land, merry old, merry old, merry old land of Oz. That's how we laugh the day away with the ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha.
Who's her? Who's her?
It's the witch. She followed us here.
What to do with all that snow?
She's riding with it.
I can't read. Oh, what's it say? What's it say?
Oh, it says surrender, Dorothy.
To the wizard!
Yeah. Everything is all right. Everything is just fine. The wizard has everything in hand, I hope. And so you can all just go about your day and go on home. Go on, go home. Can't you hear me? I said go home. Go.
Oh, but that's exactly what I'm trying to do, sir. That's why we have to see the wizard right away. All four of us.
Embark in a hazardous and technically unexplainable journey into the outer stratosphere. To converse and otherwise hobnob with my brother wizards. Until that time, if any that I return, that scarecrow, by virtue of his highly superior brains, rule in my stead. And the Tin Man, by virtue of his miraculous heart. And the Lion, by virtue of his courage. Obey them as you would me. Now it is time to cast off, Dorothy. Climb aboard, climb aboard.
I'm aboard, mister. Well, the wind is in your favor.
Oh, well, where's Toto? I can't go without him.
Oh, I'll get your dog.
Oh, don't let go of that rope! What? This is highly unprecedented.
You have to come back.
I'm afraid it's too late. I don't know how any of this works. Goodbye, folks. Goodbye.